Hello, I'm Shannon Mickelson, not Sherlock Holmes. I am the writer, producer, and obviously the star of The Adventures of Jamie Watson and Sherlock Holmes, and I am coming to you today from this ill-lit room to tell you about what you are about to watch. So, we had originally announced way back when that Season 2 of TAJWASH would have 8 full-length episodes, 30-minute episodes. A couple months ago, we announced on social media that we actually weren't able to film all 8 of the episodes that we had originally written and planned. We decided to cut the 5th episode, lots of air quotes today, The Adventure of the Bruce-Partington Plans, because it was the least relevant to the overarching plot of the season. But we had already filmed a scene from it and a couple other little things from it. So, and it's also just, it's a fun episode, and it has a lot of kind of the minor characters in it, and so I really wanted to release it in some way. So we were able to get the main cast together to do a little recording of it, a little reading of it, in our living room, and then I've cut in the stuff that we already filmed. We actually filmed the climactic scene of the episode, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, you're still going to be able to watch it, and this takes place before the next 3 full-length episodes that come out, and it takes place after the 4 that have already come out. It is referenced in a couple earlier vlogs. You might not have picked up on it then, but you will probably pick up on it now. And we did take out any references to it that were originally in future scripts. So we do understand that the ending of this episode would have a few ramifications that should probably be brought up in the future, but aren't. They were originally brought up, but we took those out in case we weren't able to do this reading or release it or whatever. So that's all. I just wanted to give you a heads up. Thanks for let me just say, so I am narrating it. I'm reading the stage directions and stuff, and the rest of the actors are saying their parts, and I also play a part other than Sherlock at one point, you will know, because I'm wearing a hat. Just so you're not confused when you hear my disembodied voice and then when I appear, but I'm not Sherlock. That is all, I think. Okay. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Interior, Jamie's bedroom, January, early morning. The clock reads 6:37 a.m. Jamie sleeps soundly in her bed until we hear a ringing. She groans and rolls over. We pan along the room as the ringing continues, and Jamie finally sits up. She yawns and moves over to her laptop. It's alive! Where she answers the Skype call. Jamie's sleepy face appears.
Oh, there it is.
Jamie's sleepy face appears as though on a screen, followed by Sherlock, who is wide awake. Good morning, Watson.
It's like 6 a.m.
Yes, and we have no time to waste.
I need your help in an urgent matter.
It's 6 a.m.
6:38 a.m., actually. Someone has been murdered.
It's very important that this murder be solved.
I know it's important because Myra has broken out in such an erratic fashion, a planet might as well have left its orbit.
The government official, Cadogan West, was found dead late last night by train tracks in Doyle. The body has already been removed from the scene, and the police have been instructed to keep the crime hidden from the public for as long as possible.
Why?
Because West was transporting important documents in a briefcase that was not found with the body. It is vital that these documents be returned to us within 24 hours, or something horrible might happen.
It's 6 a.m.
I cannot get a plane back to Doyle in time, Watson. You must solve this case within 24 hours.
What do I have to do?
First, you need to get backup.
I need to take my contacts out.
Video chat view, exterior train tracks morning. We see Stanley and Wendy both half awake standing near train tracks. Sherlock and Myra are in their own video chat box.
I hate you.
I'm honored. Jamie, who is holding her phone, turns it around to herself.
Be nice.
I was being nice.
That goes for both of you.
Okay, yes. I will be nice to Sherlock.
What about me?
She didn't say anything about you.
Watson, train tracks?
Do you know how much data I'm wasting on this? I don't get Wi-Fi in the middle of nowhere. Plus, it's cold.
A man is dead, Watson.
Okay, perspective.
The police believe Cadogan killed himself by jumping in front of the train, but the missing briefcase and several other details tell a different story.
What are these documents?
The Bruce-Partington plans.
Classified.
The classified Bruce-Partington plans. 10 pieces of paper.
Alright, tell me more about this guy.
27 years old, unmarried. He was last seen by his fiancée, Violet Westbury, at about 5 p.m. last night when he suddenly left her in Atlanta. The next that was heard of him was when an anonymous caller discovered his dead body.
How do people even anonymously call anymore?
Public telephone.
Do those exist?
Yes, in bus stations. They called both the police and Myra from a bus station at 3 a.m.
So Myra knows who called.
No, I was asleep. I value my sleeping time.
Your sleeping time.
This is ignored. Jamie continues to pan along the ground. Wendy and Stanley come closer. The body was discovered by the train tracks there. The police have ruined the crime scene, of course, but there are still clues.
There's no blood.
Astute. No blood, but his head was badly crushed.
So he wasn't hit by the train, is what you're saying.
I believe his body fell from the top of the train. He was deposited there in Atlanta and fell off in Doyle. There's no evidence he bought a ticket or boarded.
How would you get a body on top of a train?
A very good question. Watson, move the camera around. I need to see more of the area. Jamie moves the camera along the ground until Sherlock stops her at a pile of cigarettes. There.
Cigarettes, gross.
3 people. Definitely here around the time of the body's discovery.
3 people were smoking and then discovered Cadogan's body.
Yes.
Can we hurry this up?
I'm thinking.
If West wasn't killed here, then the plans are probably long gone. We need to follow a different line of thinking.
I have many lines of thinking.
And this is time sensitive.
I don't believe the briefcase was stolen before West fell off the train here. I can see where it rolled down the hill. I have an idea. Hopkins, look up all of the trains that went through Doyle in the past day.
Gotcha.
He pulls out his phone. So, sometime after 5 p.m. yesterday, this guy was killed. His body was dumped on top of a train, which eventually got off to Doyle, where his body fell off, and his briefcase went through all of this with him. Why wouldn't the murderer take it?
Because the murderer didn't want it, but that's not the focus right now. The focus is getting the 10 papers back.
Wait, why would the body stay on the train for so long and then fall off here?
There's a particularly rickety area of track here. The body was jolted enough to fall.
Okay, I got it. A train left Atlanta at exactly 8:04 p.m. last night and would have passed through Doyle at about 2:15 a.m.
Excellent.
Hey, maybe it was a vampire.
Sherlock rolls her eyes, and Wendy looks at Stanley. It's too early for this shit.
A vampire? How does that make any sense?
Well, I mean, first of all, it was nighttime because vampires can't go out during the day. Second of all, there's no blood because, vampire drank it all.
We've established that there is no blood because he was killed somewhere else.
Plus, vampires aren't real.
I'm kidding. Can I make a joke around here?
No.
Sherlock.
I know, I'm thinking. Everyone be quiet for a minute. I know who you should talk to. Cut to exterior alley late morning. Wiggins is leaning against a wall chewing gum. Jamie, Stanley, and Wendy walk up.
If it isn't Watson, Hopkins, and Hooper.
Ooh, we sound like a cool team.
Too bad we're not a team. I didn't realize you were the one we were meeting with.
Where's Sherlock?
DC.
I know that. Why isn't she on the phone?
She said she had other calls to make. Did she tell you what's going on?
Wiggins looks at her suspiciously.
Not directly, but she passed the message along.
So, can you tell us anything about what happened at the train tracks this morning?
Maybe. Do you have money?
Sherlock didn't mention money.
That's too bad.
Wiggins turns away as though they are going to leave.
Wait, how much money?
How much you got?
Jamie sighs and pulls out her wallet. She hands them a $5 bill. Wiggins takes it and examines it. Wendy snatches the $5 out of Wiggins' hand and then grabs Wiggins by the front of their shirt. Wiggins seems unfazed by this.
Talk.
Didn't anyone ever tell you violence wasn't the answer? Come on, Hooper. You're not gonna hurt me over this.
Fine, what's it gonna take?
Wendy lets them go.
More than $5. Much more. Now that you grab me like that, rude.
Cigarette pack.
What?
They smoke.
Who, me? Of course I don't smoke.
Come on, I can see the outline of the pack of cigarettes in your right jacket pocket. You were at the train tracks that night smoking with 2 other people.
Jamie quickly snatches the pack of cigarettes from Wiggins' pocket and tosses it to Wendy, who holds it out of their reach.
Here.
Hey, give that back.
Orla doesn't give a shit.
What do I look like? God damn it. Talk! Talk, god damn it!
Wiggins sighs and gives in.
Why does this always happen? Fine, okay. I was at the train tracks. There were these 2 guys I see there sometimes. One of them is a little older, the other is a little younger. I was with them at like 2 a.m. when a train went by and a briefcase rolled down the hill not far away. The young guy picked it up and then we ended up going up the hill where we found a body. That's when I bailed. When I got down the street, I looked back and they were gone, okay?
Jamie looks at them with narrow eyes, then nods to Wendy, who hands Wiggins back the cigarette pack.
Thanks.
Where could they have gone after you ran off?
Wiggins shrugs.
It's a big open area. The only place they could have gone without me seeing is the woods across the tracks.
Last question, why didn't you call the police?
Wiggins raises their eyebrows.
Who says I didn't? How do you think police find bodies by train tracks?
Is that the real reason you hang about by train tracks, looking for bodies? You need a better hobby.
Maybe, but then who would you be getting this information from?
They smirk and stick a cigarette in their mouth. End of scene.
Yay! That sounds exciting.
Exterior woods, afternoon. Jamie, Wendy, Stanley, joined by Eliza, walk through the woods. Jamie is holding hands with Wendy and is carrying her phone on speaker, through which Sherlock and Myra speak.
I love the woods. John and I used to walk through the woods together before he left me. He's studying abroad in England. You guys didn't break up. No, but still.
Didn't you say he cried the whole way to the airport?
He did. It was sad.
Wiggins should have called me.
I know, you said.
They must have been the one to call me.
Obviously. I wasn't sure who would have your phone number, but then I saw the cigarettes and figured it must have been Wiggins. They've stolen my phone once or twice and have an excellent memory.
What exactly are we looking for in the woods?
Anything. You've been watching me do deduction for over a year. You should be able to figure this out by now. Stanley goes up to the phone.
Hey Sherlock, guess what?
No.
No, Sherlock. This is actually really good.
Sherlock sighs. Fine, what is it?
Okay, so you and me, we're the ace detectives.
And I'm by spy!
That's great.
There's a long pause on the phone, then... I need to make a call.
Sherlock. She left.
Sherlock just doesn't appreciate our puns.
Stanley, are you actually ace?
Ooh, demisexual, aspectrum.
Oh, okay, that makes sense considering your giant crush.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking
We do
about.
not have time for these trivial matters.
We are looking, okay?
Jamie pointedly looks at the ground.
Look! Trees. Look! Grass. Look!
I
Dirt.
cannot see these things. Your narration is pointless. I thought Sherlock was supposed to be training all of
She's
you.
not really training us, we're friends.
Is that what she tells you?
You know, Myra, I have a younger brother. I don't get to see him very often. You and Sherlock seem close.
I tolerate her.
I'm back.
Sherlock, we are not finding anything. Maybe we should split up.
No, we are not splitting
I
up.
mean, we could cover more ground.
Nobody wants you here.
I want him there.
Sherlock wants me here.
Wendy's right. We shouldn't split up, rather. I was about to say we should. Classic horror movie scenario. You split up and then the murderer gets you. I would hate for you guys to die.
Oh, and you're living?
Obviously I'm living. I have to stay alive for my tearful reunion with my boyfriend after he returns from his trip abroad. Fine, we won't split up. Happy? No.
Do they always go on like this?
I'm afraid so.
Hey!
Stanley frantically points
Look!
at something. He runs over to the edge of the path and kneels down. The others join him. There's a luggage tag on the ground next to a scratched up rock. Stanley takes a picture of the crime scene.
Ah, a rock. Good going, ace detective.
Thanks, spy.
Hey!
What What is it?
Did you find the plans?
Jamie turns over the luggage tag and sees the name Cadogan West.
No, but we found Cadogan's his luggage tag. That's what we found. Which means his briefcase was definitely here.
And there's a rock here, and I think that might have been used to break the briefcase open.
Hey, look at this.
They all look up at a nearby tree that has 3 lines carved into it.
Oh, that's
What?
It's 3 lines carved into a tree.
Good going, P.I.
P.I.
Pansexual investigator.
Oh my god, get away from me!
Wendy rolls her eyes but smiles.
No, I'm not smiling.
We love
No.
you. We're dating.
No.
What would be the significance of 3 lines on a tree?
Some sort of X marks the spot.
Do you think the briefcase is buried here?
I don't know, it might not even be relevant.
It is most certainly relevant, but I do not think the briefcase is buried here. I think these markings are more likely a message or a warning of some kind. We're dealing with quite the incompetent criminal. He runs into the woods with a briefcase, most likely followed by his friend. He stops to break open the briefcase and discovers what's inside. He then continues on his way, leaving this mark for the second man to find. Or not. Something's not adding up.
If John were here, he'd say it's a time-traveling dinosaur.
Stanley bursts out laughing, but he's the only one.
She's being serious. He would actually say that.
What? Is he an idiot?
Eliza glares at him.
Who are you?
You know who I am!
Jamie gestures at them to stop, looking deep into the woods.
Did you hear that?
No!
I hear nothing.
What? A pause, another rustling in the woods.
Rustling!
Is anyone starting to get, actually creeped out now?
I'm fine.
Well, geez, I guess we all can't be the unshakable Wendy Hooper.
Shut up. Sherlock, please tell me that you're not about to pop out from behind a tree.
Of course not. Do you hear someone? Wendy points.
It's coming from over there.
Jamie creeps forward, and then as she rounds a corner, she quite literally runs into Violet Hunter.
Hey guys!
Jamie screams and drops the phone.
What was that?
It was just Violet. Vlog view, interior Jamie's living room, afternoon. The group now sits in the living room with the laptop on the counter so Sherlock can see them. Violet and Jamie sit at the counter while the others are in the living room behind them with pizza on the table in front of them.
This is pizza. Mac and cheese.
That's not in the script.
So, Sherlock called me this morning and asked me to investigate this murder while you guys investigated the missing plans. I've been making calls since then, and I'm pretty sure the fiancé did him in.
Cadogan West's fiance.
Yes, Violet Westbury. Not to be confused with me, Violet Hunter.
Why would his fiance kill him?
Keep going. That was weird.
Why would his fiance kill him?
He was breaking up with her. I spoke to... Oh my god, it's so long. It was like phrasing. He was breaking up with her. I spoke to Cadogan's mother. I don't know.
Cadogan.
Whatever. Cadogan's mother. And he had talked to her about it. I spoke to Miss Westbury, and she denied it all, of course. But the fact of the matter is, a train stops right under her window. She could have easily pushed Cadogan's body onto the train until after she killed him. She put his briefcase with him, didn't even know what was inside of it. Now, I can't prove this yet, but we've sent a tip to the Atlanta police, and they'll be headed to her apartment. I don't know, it was weird. So we sent a tip to the Atlanta police, and they'll be headed to her apartment to look for evidence.
Jamie rounds on Sherlock.
Despite the fact that Sherlock isn't in the room.
The
So I'm like, Sherlock on camera. So while 5 of us were looking for clues in Doyle, you trusted Jess, Violet, to actually solve the murder? This is because she's black, isn't it?
I suspected from the beginning that Miss Westbury was the murderer. I just needed some confirmation of details. We needed more manpower put into the endeavor of recovering the plans. They are of far more immediate importance.
You do realize that if you don't find these plans, even if you do find them, I will have to swear you to secrecy about this leak. You will have to act as though the events of today never happened. And if you ever speak of them to each other, to Sherlock, or even to me, I will be forced to take unfortunate action, and you will wake up one day in an unfamiliar desert with no money and no passport and no clues as to which direction to go in, and you will wander there.
Girls, I have dinner ready.
Go away, Mother.
We're working.
You can't work on an empty stomach.
Do you realize the pressure I'm under?
The pressure you're under?
Don't. Here comes the
Oh,
speech.
it must be so hard to spend all day at the Diogenes Club and be brought food on a silver tray all day, only to come home to visit your parents and have to actually get up and go downstairs and eat the food that your mother made you.
I am not doing this right now. I am on direct orders from the president
Don't
himself.
pull the president card.
Close the door and turn off the light, please.
All you have to do is be a little grateful.
I am grateful. I'm going downstairs. Go yell at Sherlock.
I will be downstairs in a minute. Close the door and turn off the light, please. Anyway, it is of vital importance that we recover the plans within the next 12 hours.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, it's me.
Okay, but do we really need to find these plans? I mean, maybe if you told us what they were, we'd be more inclined to actually find them. Like, I don't really think we're going to find them. So.
I mean, yeah, we don't even know who took the briefcase.
Jamie sighs.
Maybe it was animated mice.
Jamie, I love you, but please explain to me why you think Disney characters stole a briefcase from a dead guy.
Animated mice are highly intelligent, sneaky creatures who defy the laws of physics. If Mickey can drive a steamboat, I think some of his fellow mice can steal a briefcase.
You're just like the mental image of two animated mice in little black shirts and a mini ski mask carrying a briefcase off into the woods and then lifting a rock together to break it open.
It's adorable, Wendy. They look adorable. Can we keep them, please?
They're not real, dear.
Stanley has a thought.
Wait, I finally am thinking for once in my life. X marks the spot.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yeah, but we didn't think it through. We didn't look up.
Stop talking in the corner over there.
What age it was?
The plans are hidden in the tree.
They all rush to their feet
Oh my
and run from the
God.
room, except for Eliza, who is still eating pizza.
Me.
Wait.
Sherlock sighs. Eliza glances at her, then reaches for the laptop. Exterior woods, evening/night. We once again find ourselves looking at the markings on the tree. There's another line that wasn't there before. Stanley snaps another picture. Jamie speaks into her phone.
There's a new mark, an extra line.
Interesting, though not that surprising. Two people are communicating.
A flying bicycle.
There's a long pause. Finally.
What?
Obviously, they used a flying bicycle to get up to the top of the tree.
I'm not going to dignify with a response.
Jamie looks up at the tree.
I don't see the briefcase up there, but...
So who's going to climb the tree?
John were here. He climbed the tree.
Well, John's not here.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Jamie, Wendy, Stanley, and Eliza all have their hands side by side. Jamie versus Stanley, Wendy versus Eliza. This didn't really work out seating arrangement-wise, but the phone sits propped on a rock.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Like, listen, bitch.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
And
Rock, paper, scissors.
Ah!
Allie?
I don't know what you're throwing.
I don't know. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Guys, the
Violet
game is
drops
rigged.
down. Here we
What are you
go.
guys doing?
Violet doesn't drop down yet.
Goes back up.
Alright, let's continue.
Stanley and Wendy both lose. They turn to each other, glaring, and raise their hands, which is when Violet drops down from the tree behind them all, papers in hand. There's also a post-it stuck to them. Jamie picks up the phone as they talk.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, thank God.
I found these papers in the tree. I'm starting to think some serious Slender Mind vibes are happening. That's what we call it now. I didn't like man. I'm like, why is Slender? Why is he
My
genderized?
slender.
He's just so I just call him Slender Mind because I didn't want to
No,
put
it
gender.
isn't. It sounded like you said slender mime, like a mime.
Non-binary.
That's exactly what
Slender
I
mime. That's us.
said. Yeah.
Or what about slender meme?
Anyway,
Slender
I'm getting some of his mime vibes.
Open those pages and confirm that they are the Bruce-Partington plans.
Violet does so, and as she unrolls them, her eyes widen.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Wait, what do they say?
Oh no, Shannon. Oh no, Shannon. Oh no, Shannon. Oh no.
Well, there's a
Oh,
paper
no.
strip sitting right next to you. You can read along. He grabs the pages from Violet.
If any of you read one word of those plans, I'll put you all in prison for treason.
I didn't see anything.
Absolutely nothing.
Do you have a photographic memory? I have a photographic memory. We can make a fortune on what we just saw.
We can hear you.
It was him.
She points at Stanley, who gapes at her. Jamie grabs the pages before a fight breaks out. She counts the pages.
Didn't you say the plans were 10? The plans were 10 pieces of paper. There's only 3 here.
They must have split the pages up so that one person following them couldn't have had all, how would I read that line again? They must have split the pages up so the person following them couldn't have got all the plans. I still fucked it up. I don't care anymore.
Keep these pages safe until we recover the other 7.
Here, put them in my purse.
She holds out her purse, and Jamie stuffs the 3 pages in there, but removes the post-it note first.
Wait, there's a note. It says meet at Princeton. What's Princetown?
In a town in New York?
Or the town in Wales.
Or the village in Devon.
Or the college, idiots.
Or the prison.
I will look into it. In the meantime, they hear a sound nearby. They all spin around. There's a long moment of silence.
There's a long moment of silence. I gotta go.
Watson, wait. Jamie hangs up. The gang looks into the woods. Another sound. The gang huddles together.
Huddle with me, Orla.
No, I'm not huddling with anyone.
Huddle. No.
Huddle.
No. Stanley, no.
After a tense moment, a man emerges from the woods. He spots the group and his eyes go wide. They notice a scroll of papers in his clenched hand. Another moment, then he turns and runs.
Hey, wait!
The group runs through the woods. Jamie in the lead.
I'm so glad we didn't film this episode.
The group runs through the woods, Jamie in the lead. Soon Jamie catches up to the man and manages to knock him over. Violet helps her hold him down, and Wendy grabs the pages from his hands, glancing at them.
It's 3 more pages of the plans. It is who
Who are you?
Let go of me.
Not so you tell us who you are.
And how you got a hold of these plans.
And what you were planning on doing with them.
I'm Hugo, and I don't have to tell you anything.
To misquote Walt Whitman, Agni is one of your change of garment.
What?
It means that if you don't talk, she'll break your fingers.
Okay, jeez. I was gonna sell them, of course, and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for that punk-ass kid.
What kid?
I don't know his name.
Oh my god!
He buys cigarettes from me sometimes.
Tell us exactly what happened the other night and then we'll let you go.
I was smoking by the tracks with Wiggins, and this kid joined us. He comes by every once in a while. We were there for, I don't know, half an hour just talking, when a train went by and we heard a thump. We found this briefcase, he picked it up, then we found a body. I found a badge on the body and realized that the briefcase must have had something important in it, but the kid refused to give it back to me, even when I offered him money.
What happened to him?
He ran into the woods, and then I couldn't find him. But I remembered some stuff he had said about where he lived with his grandma, so I tracked him down there. I got into his house right as he was climbing out the window, but he left those 3 pages behind. I figured he must have hidden the rest out here, so I came back.
And you were gonna sell these plans?
I know some people who could pay good money.
Can I have names?
Violet! We're taking you to the police station.
Wait, you can't.
Shut up.
No, we don't have to do this scene because we already filmed it.
The one scene where I actually act.
Arthur?
Eliza?
Where are you?
Hey, big sis.
Oh my god, you do have it.
Yep, you got the rest? Fantastic. Did you take a look at them?
No, Arthur, you need to tell me what happened. We've heard from Hugo and Wiggins, and I can sort of piece it together, but I want to hear your side.
Okay, but we can't stay here long. I'm really glad you found my clues.
How could I forget? My little brother running around Moorgate Park pretending he was some king of Princetown. How he'd hide treasure up in trees and then mark them so he could find it later. But I didn't think he'd still be playing these games.
Yeah, well, I never grew up.
Just tell me what happened.
Okay. I was at the train tracks. I go there sometimes because Hugo will still sell me cigarettes.
I thought you
and
quit.
I tried, okay? I just couldn't. I'm sorry. Can I just tell you my story? Okay, so we were at the tracks, Hugo, Wiggins, and I, and this train went by, and then the case fell down the hill. I picked it up, but it was locked. So Hugo and me went up the hill, and that's when we found the body. Wiggins started freaking out and ran away. And Hugo checked his pockets, and that's when he found the bag. Apparently this guy was some, like, government agent, Men in Black type dudes. And then Hugo started trying to get me to give him the briefcase. He even offered to buy it off me, saying we could sell it together for, like, thousands. And I panicked. I ran off. When I was positive I'd lost him, I broke open the lock and looked inside. I thought it might be safer not to keep all the pages in one place. So I took 3 out and I hid the briefcase in one of the trees and I marked it so I won't forget which one. I went back to my house and I didn't think Hugo would follow me, but he did. He showed up on my doorstep one day and again I freaked out. I left the 3 pages there, I climbed out a window, that's when I came back here to the forest. And then I found your note.
3 lines down for S and 1 line across for E.
Selden code beats Morse code every time. So you had to have known the briefcase was in the tree. Why didn't you tell anyone?
I wanted to give you a chance.
Thanks, big sis. So anyways, I left the pages for you to find with the note about Princetown, took the case, and now here I am.
Okay, I think we can still make this work.
Yeah, I'll take the case, you go back to your friends, keep leading them in the wrong direction.
No, Arthur, we have to turn it in.
What? You have any idea how much money this is worth?
Money? Arthur, this is top secret stuff.
Yeah, and that's why people will pay thousands for it. How do you know who I'm going to try and sell it to? It's this guy, he's in your year. He collects, like, secrets or something like that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. He, like, only blackmails people when he needs to or something like that.
How do you meet these people?
Well, I mean, I haven't met him, but I've heard about him. What does it even matter? We can pay off all of our debts.
Debts you made.
I mean, yeah, but come on, what do you want from me?
I want you to give me the briefcase and the plans, and I want to turn it into the police.
You just don't understand.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Lizzie, but I'm not that sorry.
Art, wait.
What?
You know you're my brother, and I love you.
Okay, whatever.
Hello, Arthur Selden. It would be wise of you to hand over the briefcase now. Interior living room morning. The group is back in the apartment looking a little somber. Eliza is curled up on the couch. Wendy and Jamie are on the kitchen stools. Stanley and Violet stand. Sherlock paces on the phone. Yes, Jones. Yes, Officer Jones. My sister will be sending someone to collect him later today. Goodbye. She hangs up.
Hey, we got him! High five!
He raises his hand, but Sherlock glares at him.
Stanley, insensitive shit.
Alright, never mind, I guess.
Oh, I'll give you a high five. Yeah.
Ow, I hit my funny bone coming back onto the seat.
This is so dumb. Why do we all stay in this school and live in this town? Government officials are found murdered. There are 20-year-old crime lords. Last year, a dorm was shut down because a guy had hundreds of illegal snakes. Not to mention the kidnappings, the legendary ghost dog, and a club entirely for redheads.
What, other schools aren't like this?
No, they aren't.
Yeah, but you went to community college before this. That doesn't count.
At my community college, there wasn't a new murder every month. And even if there had been, people didn't regularly vlog about it.
That's community college.
You're the one who started that trend.
I didn't mean to.
A club for redheads isn't that uncommon. There's a scholarship too. They didn't give it to me.
What's gonna happen to him?
The room goes silent again. Your brother will be transferred to DC, where my sister will decide exactly how to punish him.
That doesn't answer the question.
I have no idea what will happen to him, but he didn't successfully sell the plan, so that's something. Eliza nods a little. There's a bit of an awkward pause.
Hey, you like making food, right? Do you want to watch Food Network? I think we should watch Food Network.
That's a great idea. There's always something on Food Network, and you can tell us how everyone is doing everything wrong. That'll be a nice change from Sherlock telling us how everybody is doing everything wrong.
Excuse me, your crime shows are incredibly inaccurate.
Norbury.
Sherlock shuts up. Violet drops on the couch next to Eliza.
Food Network is great. They don't rig any of the reality TV shows. You know, I auditioned for American Idol once and didn't get through, which is proof enough that there's something fishy going on there. I never trusted Simon Cowell.
Violet.
And now he's trying to ruin Lewis's career with that baby.
Okay, let's just watch Food Network.
Oh, yes, let's.
She turns on the TV. The others take seats around the room, gathered together as a team for the first time. Eliza looks at her friends and smiles. Fade to black.
Bye.
Da, 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 da.
Wait, why are we playing Enya?
Because it's the end.
Hey, Sherlock's not at her apartment and now she's not answering her phone.
I know that she's still alive. I don't let her vanish off the face of the earth anymore.
Hello?
May I help you?
Hello, Professor Wright.
Yes.
We're here to inquire about the death that took place on your property last night.
But the police already know who killed Ben.
The Randall gang, so we've heard. But there are just a few loose ends that we wanted to wrap up, so they sent us to get more experience in the field. Goodbye. Let me know how you get on.
Oh wait, Sherlock, I need to talk to you about him.